Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everybody. This is your teacher Ahlam Mawjouda. Today, inshallah, we are going to continue discussing the reading passage, which is about Iceland. As you know, we started Unit 10, see the word. So, let's see the word and know more information about this island. As we mentioned yesterday, it is an island which is in the west of Europe. The first settler or early settler in this place were the Vikings, who established the first parliament in the world. And the capital city of this place is Reykjavik, which is considered as the title of Europe's city of culture. And we talked about the climate, the summer and winter weather conditions. We said it has a long summer with 22 hours and endless nights in the winter. So if you go to this place, you will have fun and enjoy and see the wonderful and amazing landscape. It is a place to the artists too, and it is wonderful for everyone. Now we finished discussing the first three paragraphs. Now let's go to the fourth paragraph and the fifth paragraph. Now let's start with the fourth paragraph. In this paragraph, the writer is talking about the hot springs around Iceland. So here, this passage, this paragraph is talking about the hot springs around the island. The hot springs, as we said yesterday, are the hot waters, okay, that is heated by the volcanic activity. Now, let's read these questions, and I'm going to give you a few time to read the text and try to answer them correctly. Number 1, how are the hot springs heated in Iceland? 2, what is the benefit of energy produced in by the hot springs? 3, write down the sentence which shows that there is a very little air pollution in Iceland. 4, find the synonym of generated. So, pause the video now. Take your time to answer these questions. Okay, now, after you've read the text and answered these questions, let's check the answers together. Number 1, how are the hot springs heated in Iceland? Let's read and find out the answer. But there's much more to Iceland than partying. The country is one of the most volcanically active nations in the world, and there are a number of hot springs around the island. All are heated naturally by underground volcanic activity. So here, in this question, we have the word heated, which is the key word. You can here look at the answers by searching for this word, heated. So here, all are heated. So all here, we mean the hot springs are heated naturally by underground volcanic activity. So it is heated by the volcanic activity. So this is the answer of the question number 1. Number 2, what is the benefit of energy produced by the hot springs? Let's continue reading. In fact, energy produced, so here the keyword energy produced. So let's figure out if this is the answer or not. Energy produced by these springs is converted into electricity, which provides power and heat for people's homes and businesses. So here is the answer. Energy produced by these springs is converted into electricity, which provides power and heat for people's homes and businesses. Now, let's go to question number 3. Write down the sentence which shows that there is a very little air pollution in Iceland. So, let's continue reading. As a result, Iceland burns very little fossil fuel, such as oil and gas, and has some of the clearest air in the world. So here is the sentence. Iceland burns very little fossil fuels such as oil and gas and has some of the cleanest air in the world. So this sentence shows that there is very little air pollution in Iceland. Now let's go to question number 4. Find the synonym of generated. Generated. What's the meaning of generated? Yes, it is produced. The energy here, energy produced by these springs. So energy produced or energy generated. So here, generated, which means produced. So this is the answer, produced, generated. Also, we have here another synonym. We have energy and power. Energy and power. These are synonyms. Now let's go to the next paragraph. The last paragraph, paragraph number 5. Let's read these questions read the questions and answer them according to this paragraph. Number 1. What's the most popular hot springs in Iceland? 2. How many visitors does the Blue Lagoon receives a year? 3. What is the average of hot water temperature? 4. What does hot springs do for your body? Now, pause the video, read this passage. Here the writer is talking specifically about one of the hot springs, which is the Blue Lagoon. So read it carefully, answer the questions according to the text. Okay, now let's answer number 1. What's the most popular hot springs in Ireland? What's the most popular hot springs in Iceland? Let's read and find out the answer. So, as I finally reach my next port of call, Iceland's most famous hot spring, the huge lake of bright blue sea water known as the Blue Lagoon. So here's the answer. The most popular or the most famous hot spring is the Blue Lagoon. So Blue Lagoon is the most famous hot spring in Iceland. Here, the keyword is popular, right? So in the text, we didn't find the word popular. We have the word famous, which is the synonym of popular. Be careful while answering the questions. Now let's go to the second one. Before we go to question number 2, here we have the word port of call. When the writer say, finally I reach my next port of call, he means the place that he want to go or his destination. So port of call, his destination or the place that he's going to go. Okay. 2. How many visitors does the Blue Lagoon receive a year? How many visitors does the Blue Lagoon receive a year? Now, let's read and answer this question. Here, how many? We are looking for a number. We are looking for a number. So, I lie back just like the other 300,000 visitors a year who come to relax at its extreme hot water and contemplate this country of adventures. So 300,000 visitors. How many visitors? We have 300,000 visitors that come to this place to relax and enjoy the hot water. Now, let's go to question number 3. What is the average of hot water temperature? What is the average of hot water temperature? Here, we're looking for the temperature degree. So here, submerged in 38 degrees centigrade, skin improving, curing waters with plans tomorrow to visit Vantacual to see the famous ice caves which lie within Europe's largest glaciers. So here the answer is 38 degrees centigrade. The answer is 38 centigrade. The answer is 38 degrees centigrade. 4. What does hot springs do for your body? What does hot springs do for your body? Here, in the same sentence here, they submerged in 38 degrees centigrade skin improving curing waters. So these waters improve the skin quality and cure some kind of disease. Okay, so they're curing water, improving water. What do they improve? Skin improving and curing some kind of disease. So what does hot springs do for your body? Improve your skin quality and cure some kind of disease. Okay, now let's answer this question together. Before we go to exercise C, page 123, let's read the exam close-up. Choosing the best option carefully. Even if you see the same word in an answer option that appears in the text, it may not be the correct answer. Okay, so when we have options in the answers, we have to read the question, the options. And sometimes if you read the question, the answer option that appears in the text, it may not be the correct answer. So you have to be careful while reading these options. To read the section in the text with the same word carefully and check it is the best option. So we have to read the section in the text after we read the question. We have to go back to the text, okay, to read the section to make sure that this is the best option. The last point, remember to read all the answer options before you choose the best one. Some students sometimes when they find the answer, they don't read the rest options. So please, you have to read the whole options before deciding the correct answer. Okay, to make sure that this is the best choice. Now let's go to exercise C together. Read the instruction together here. Read the exam close-up, we read it, and complete the exam task below. 4 questions, 1 to 6. Choose the answers A, B, C, or D, which you think fits best according to the text. Now, number 1. How are the hot springs of the Blue Lagoon heated? How are the hot springs of the Blue Lagoon heated? Is it heated by the sun? Is it heated by volcanic activity? Is it heated by electrical power? Is it heated by fossil fuels? What do you think? Okay, if you go back to paragraph 4, you will find the answer. Okay, so the answer is B. It is heated by volcanic activity. Now let's go to number 2. What stops the writer feeling like an early explorer? What stops the writer feeling like an early explorer? Here, in this questions remind us with the first paragraph when he tells us about his feeling while he's boarding on a plane to this island. Okay, so what stops the writer feeling like an early explorer? Is it the excitement of boarding a plane? Is it because of is it one of the passengers on the plane who stopped his feeling to do this? C. Preparations for takeoff, or D. Footsteps behind him. Okay, yes, the answer is C. Preparations for takeoff, when he was preparing himself for taking off. Now, let's go to question number 3. What do people think of the Blue Lagoon? What do people think of the Blue Lagoon? A. It makes people look and feel better. B. It joins the sea. C. It's hot. It's too hot. D. It is too busy. What is the correct answer? You can find this answer in the last paragraph, because it was talking specifically about the Blue Lagoon. Yes, the answer is A. It makes people look and feel better, because the Blue Lagoon helps them to improve the skin quality, to cure some kind of diseases. So if you want to relax and improve your skin, you can go to this place. Now let's go to question number 4. What is not stated in the text? What is not stated? So one of these sentences is not mentioned in the text. Is it A, awards are given to architects? Did the writer mention any awards that are given to the architects? B, there is a lot of daylight in the summer. There is a lot of daylight in summer. Did the writer mention this in the passage? C, there is very little air pollution in Iceland. Did he mention this point? That there is a little air pollution in Iceland? D, Iceland has been inhabited for about 1,000 years. So, what is the correct answer? What is not mentioned in the text? What is not stated in the text? Yes, it is A. The writer didn't mention anything related to any prizes or awards that are given to the architects, the people who design this wonderful and amazing building. Now, but if you look at answer B, C, D, sorry for these options, yes, the writer mentioned that there is a lot of daylight in summer. You can find this in paragraph number 3. And here, look at this option. There is very little air pollution in Iceland. Yes, we mentioned this in paragraph 4. And the last point, or the last option, Iceland has been inhabited for about 1,000 years. Yes, we mentioned this in the first paragraph. The Viking who lived and settled in this place for about 1,000 years. Now let's go to question number 5. What is the writer's option of Reykjavik? What is the writer's option of Reykjavik, the city of Iceland? There isn't much to do there, or it is too lively at night, or it is great place for artists, or it is culturally rich. Yes, the choice is D. It is culturally rich. And he mentioned this in the last paragraph when he said that it is one of the coolest cultures in the world. Okay, now let's go to the last question, number 6. Who is this text probably written for? Who is this text probably written for? Is it written for tourists? Is it written for scientists? Is it written for business travelers? Or is it written for Icelanders? Yes, the answer is A. Because if you notice, the writer mentions lots of information for any tourist to go to enjoy the time. He tells us about the geographical, he gives us geographical information, historical information, places to go, and how you can have fun, and how can you enjoy the nights with the wonderful northern lights, sorry. And then he tells us about the destination that any travelers can go there and have fun, like the hot springs to relax and improve the skin and cure any kind of diseases. Now, so the answer is tourist. So the answer is tourist. Now, here we have a task. My student, please do exercise D on your student book, page 123. And this is all what I have for today. Thanks a lot for your great listening. Please have fun and have a nice day, inshallah. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.